What's going on? What's going on? Keep pounding nation. Welcome to another Carolina Panthers Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So I wanted to get on here right quick, make a quick video. So, the Carolina Panthers have signed another quarterback. Given what recently has happened with Andy Dalton taking a hit to the elbow, they decided to get them some insurance. And they signed a quarterback by the name of Bryce Perkins. So, yeah, we got two Bryces now. Bryce Perkins. So, never heard of him before, so dug up some info. Let's see. Bryce Perkins, 28 years old, 6'2", 215 pounds. Went to college at Arizona State, Arizona Western. Recently was Virginia. He spent some time on the Los Angeles Rams, and of course, actually won a Super Bowl with the Rams at the time because he was on the team at the time. But most recently, coming from the UFL. So, here's what we have. So apparently, he was the UFL MVP and Offensive Player of the Year and made the All-UFL team. So, interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. So in college, he was a redshirt his first year with Arizona State, and he didn't play in the second year due to injury. So he did not play until he went to Arizona Western. And he played in 9 games, 8-1 record, 114 out of 180 with a completion percentage of 63.3, 1,311 yards, 7 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Oof. Also had some rushing touchdowns. 4 rushing touchdowns, 68 attempts, 353 yards. Then in 2018 and 2019, he played at Virginia. He was a Cavalier. 2018, wow, had quite a year. Started 13 games, an 8-5 record, 225 out of 349, a 64.5 completion percentage. Threw for 2,680 yards, 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Dang, that's pretty good. Also, almost rushed for 1,000 yards. 923 yards rushing on 212 attempts, 9 touchdowns. Okay, sounds like he's a dual threat. Okay, nice. And his final year at Virginia, 14 games started, 9-5. 320 out of 496. 64.5 completion percentage. 3,538 yards. 22 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Also ran for 769 yards and 11 rushing touchdowns. Dang. Yeah, definitely seems like a dual threat quarterback. As far as what he's done in the NFL, he did start 1 game with the Rams in 2022. Played in 5, but started in 1. was 0-1. His stats were 19 of 34, 55.9 completion percentage, 161 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions, and rushed for 90 yards. So, not really a lot of stats in his NFL career. But let's take a look at what he did in the UFL, because apparently that is where he is known most recently. So, UFL, that's United Football League, by the way. So, played 2 years in the UFL as part of the Michigan Panthers. Wow, so it's going from the Michigan Panthers to the Carolina Panthers. Go figure. So, his first year, played in 5 games, but he didn't start in any in 2024. He was 30 of 38, 78.9 completion percentage, 343 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Also rushed for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns. MVP season was this year, 2025, with Michigan. Played in 7 games, started in 6, and he went 4-2. Had 109 out of 158 completions, 69 completion percentage. Passed for 1,342 yards, 9 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He also ran for 269 yards and 5 touchdowns. Not bad. Not bad. He didn't play in the playoffs in 2024, but he did in this year. Started in both games that he played in, went 1-1. 41 of 60, 68.3 completion percentage, 576 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, and rushed for 41 yards and 1 touchdown. Okay. And apparently he is part of a football family. His father, Bryce Perkins, played fullback. His great uncle, Don Perkins, was a running back with the Cowboys. And his older brother, Paul Perkins, was a running back. So, hey, football family. I like it. But yeah, signed to Carolina. And hope it goes well. I mean, it was quite a quick turnaround. Apparently, he was brought in on Sunday and signed today. So, I'm expecting that we're probably going to see him quite a bit in this final preseason game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, that's what I'm thinking is probably going to happen. I mean, we'll see. Coming off of a MVP season in the UFL. I mean, yes, I know it's a different league, but I mean, we'll see how he does. Like, I'm very curious to see what he does in this last preseason game, because I think he's going to get some playing time. Which they've already confirmed that there won't be any starters in this final preseason game. It'll pretty much just be the 2s and 3s and beyond. So I'm definitely expecting this Bryce Perkins to get some game time. It's probably, honestly, they're probably going to do something like maybe Jack Plummer plays the first half and maybe let Bryce Perkins play the second half. Why not? Might as well. So, if that's their whole plan of doing the 2s and the 3s, they might as well just split halves between the 2 quarterbacks. So, we'll see. But, I can understand them making this move, especially considering, we had 3 quarterbacks. Andy Dalton's hurt. Don't know how long he'll be out. They said, thankfully, it wasn't crazy serious, but still, like, it's an injury to a quarterback, and it's an elbow injury, and that's involved with throwing. So we'll see. I don't remember if it was his throwing arm or non-throwing arm, but still, just something to keep an eye out. Something to keep an eye out. That's the main thing. But we'll see how he does. I'm definitely curious to see how he does, and I hope he gets to play this Thursday. Something else I wanted to talk about, because apparently this has been there's been a buzz about this. So, defensive lineman of the Cincinnati Bengals, currently of the Cincinnati Bengals, Trey Hendrickson. A lot of buzz around him. Of course, he's refusing to step out on that field for the Bengals. He either wants a new contract or wants to be traded. Whichever, but it seems like I'm under the impression that he wants out. Or at least wants a bigger contract. Here's the thing. First off, dude had one heck of a season last year. 33 tackles, 17.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Not to mention Trey Hendrickson. He might be 30 years old, but having back-to-back 17.5 sack seasons, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, 2023 and 2024. Dude's a beast of a player. It's a beast of a player. But here's the thing. Word is that Carolina could be like the top 2 or top 3 in the running to potentially trade for a Trey Hendrickson. Here's the thing. Trey Hendrickson right now is pretty much on his last year, and it's a $21 million contract. And he becomes an unrestricted free agent next year, 2026. Here's the thing. Carolina only has about $18.8 million in cap space. As awesome and as big of a help it would be to have a Trey Hendrickson, I'm not so sure we can afford him. Not to mention, as far as who to trade, I don't know. Who would y'all be okay to trade to get him? Are you even interested in a Trey Hendrickson? The idea is intriguing. I personally think he's going to cost too much. Not only that, if he wants a new contract, Carolina's really not in a position to do that. So, not to mention, he's going to want to get paid. And it's understandable. 2 back-to-back 17.5 sack seasons? Yeah, he deserves to get paid. Let's keep it real. Yes, he deserves to get paid. I know some people say, well, he's getting up there in age. He just turned 30. He had 17.5 sacks back-to-back. Yeah, he should get paid. When you play well like that and you rise above, yeah, you should get paid. 100%. So I totally understand how he feels. I totally understand. So, personally, I would love to have him, but I don't think we can afford him, nor do I think we could really afford to trade for him. But we'll see what Carolina does. We'll see what Carolina does. I mean, week 1 of the regular season will be here before you know it. And the main thing is, Carolina starts the season off. The first 2 weeks are away games. Jacksonville, Arizona. So, they got to really come out firing on all cylinders. But I definitely expect their depth to be really tested in this final preseason game. Like I said, no starters. It'll be the 2s and 3s. This is really a chance to see how Carolina's depth is. And, they're going against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, it's a team that they've played against quite a lot in the preseason. So this is really nothing new. But got to really see how Carolina's depth is. Because it could be a big factor on a positive or negative come regular season. But we'll see. We'll see. By the way, going back to Bryce Perkins, to make room for him, they placed tight end Tyler Mabry on injured reserve, which that was a tight end that they picked up recently, not too long ago. But yeah, so definitely we'll see how this goes. But that's pretty much all that I have. Let me know y'all's thoughts. What do y'all think about the signing of UFL MVP Bryce Perkins? Do you think Carolina should attempt to pursue a trade for Cincinnati Bengal defensive end Trey Hendrickson? Let me know your thoughts there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Keep pounding. We're going to get through this. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Carolina Panthers talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2 and Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Keep pounding, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Later.